Hello everyone, this is Pauline Angel from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, KARUNYA. In this video, I'm going to explain you some basic Unix and Linux commands in operating systems. So let's get started. For this, let me open my shell script website in which I'm going to code it. So we have a set of, we'll be doing some set of operations with which we'll be using different kinds of commands, basic Unix and Linux commands which I have mentioned, as I have mentioned. So first let me show you what are the operations that we are going to do, and let's proceed with the coding. So first, there are 20 different kinds of operations we are going to do now. So the first one is they are asking to list the contents of user's home directory, including the hidden files. So for that, let me just say, we are going to see the hidden files also. So I have to say ls, which means listing sets or listing existing files. ls will be used, the command ls. So when we are asked to do show all the hidden files, then we'll be saying hyphen all. Then there you go. They have given me all the files, including the hidden files. Hidden files starts with dot. So of course all these dot files will means that they are hidden files. So total they are 308. So they have given me all the files and including the hidden files. Now let's go into the next one, which is the to list the content of var directory. So this is kind of simple. We just have to type ls/var, and there you go. They have given me all the variables that we have used in this coding. So var means it's a variable which stores all the it's a variable file or variable element which is going to store the different kinds of files and the different kinds of logins that we have given here. Now let's go into the next one. It is to create two directories named dir1 and dir2. So let's create one by one. Let's say for creating a dir, we have to make use of this command. Make use of this command called mkdir, which means make directory. So dir1, as they have mentioned, and then mkdir dir2. Now let's see if they are existing in our whether they have been created or not. So let's just say ls, and there you go, dir1 and dir2, they have been created. We can create this at a time, like mkdir make directory dir1 comma dir2, or else we can do like this separately, creating dir1 and then again dir2. So it's our wish. Now let's go into the next one. Now they're asking to create a hidden directory with our name. So we have to create a hidden directory using our name. So to create a hidden directory, we just need to add a dot before the file name. So mkdir dot Pauline Angel. So let's see. So it is a hidden file, so it hasn't been given here. Since it is a hidden directory, we won't be able to see it here. So this says that we have given, or we have seen, we have created a directory which is hidden using our name. But when we are going to access to see this particular file is existing, or this particular directory is created or not, it is not showing, because It's a hidden directory. To access a hidden directory, we just have to say ls dot, or let's just use -a. So there you go. Using this particular command, we can see all the hidden directories also. So using this ls -a, we can able to see all the hidden directories which are not being seen earlier when we gave the only ls command. So here we have the previously created hidden directory, which is .pauline has been shown here. So it means that we have successfully created a hidden directory. Now let's go into the next one, which is to display Julian dates. So days 1 based and number from January 1. So we have this code for this, like to create a Julian, we have Julian dates called which means calculator, and -jy. So there you go. This means it has given us a calendar of 2021, which is starting from number 1 and ending with 365. So it isn't giving us the exact dates like 1, 2, 3 for every month. So since the question here has been asked like days 1 base number from Jan 1, so we have created this particular calendar so that it won't give monthly wise numbers, but a continuous series of numbers will be given, so that the whole calendar will be starting from 1 to 365 days. So this is how we do this. And now let's go on to the next one, which is displaying Sunday as the display the calendar of 2020. So this is quite simple. We just have to say cal 2020, and here we got the calendar. Here, see, the pattern is different. It's different from the earlier one. So earlier we got all the 365 days, which are different from this particular calendar, which is an exact calendar representation of 2020 year. So this is how we do it. And now let's go into the next one, which is to display Sunday as the first day of the week in the calendar. So for this, we'll say cal -s, and there you go. For every week starting with it's Sunday. So Sunday is a starting week. The week is starting with Sunday. So this is how we can. It is just printing a particular month, since we are in December, and since today is 20, it is even marking that. And it is showing that these weeks are starting with Sunday. And now let's go into the next one, which is this is also the same one which we have done it earlier, displaying Julian dates. So let's skip this one, and next one is display the today date. So today's date is 20th of December. So it's quite easy. We just have to say date. And now see, it has given us the day, a month, and the date. And even the time, it is showing us even time. So this is how we can get the date. And then the next one is to display a current terminal. So for this, it's a quite simple command. It's just tty, which means terminal. See, it has given me the terminal which I'm working now. And now the next one is to display the user and groups of the current user. So we have to display IDs of UID, which means user ID, and GID, which means group ID. So both of them together, we'll say ID. And when I say ID, see, I have got user ID and groups ID. Groups, they are given me what kind of groups are having. So this is how we can get the IDs of user ID and also the group ID. The next one is copying the file etc and password file to current directory with sample.txt as the file name. So this is quite interesting to do. So we have to copy it. See, the question is to copy the file. So for copying, we have a command called cp. So it says cp of etc. We are going to do the etc and password, to which file we have to create a new file or the current file, to current directory with sample.txt as the file name. So current directory, the current directory is given as the symbol, this particular symbol. So let's say current directory is that one, and sample dot txt. And now if I say ls, see the sample.txt has been created, and if I get to access the sample.txt, these will be copied. And now let's go into the next one. Actually, we can see it in a very particular form, this the above one. Let's say etc and password sample.txt, or first let's just delete this txt, or let's see how it happens. And if I say enter and ls grep sample, see, it is showing me this because it's an etc and password file or password.txt file. It is showing that it is in a different color. So it means it has copied this particular contents into this sample.txt, and this containing some passwords and etc. So that's why it is showing in a red color. So now let's go into the next one. It is to create a file with your own name as .sh extension, using .sh extension. So to create an file, we'll just have to say touch. Touch means it's to create an empty file. So they didn't specify anything, so I'm just creating an empty file. So touch with our name. So let's just say my name is Pauline, so with .sh. And if I have to access it, let's see here. Yes, it has been created here, pauline.sh. Now let's go to the next one. It is to change directory into dir2 directory. So currently, as I have shown before, it is having a directory of a congruent symbol with congruent symbol. So if I have to change this into dir2, I just have to say cd dir2. See here, and now the particular directory has been changed to dir2. And now let's change it again to the same one, because we'll be working again in the same directory. I don't want to work in this particular dir2, so I'll just go back into the previous directory. Yes, I have come again. And then let's go on to the next one. It is to create an empty txt file and check whether the created file is present there or not. So we have to create an empty file. So we are going to use this touch command and say empty.txt. And if I have to access it and see, this empty.txt has been created here. So it is an empty file, and we have seen whether it is present or not. Now let's go to the next one. It is to rename the file sample.txt to new txt and check whether sample.txt is there or not. So we are going to rename a particular file. So we have already created a file called sample.txt. So I'm just going to rename it into new.txt. So for that, I'm going to use this command mv sample.txt, which is a source file, and now the renamed file name shall be new.txt. And now we have to see whether this particular sample.txt is still existing or if its name has been replaced. So for that, let's access it once more time. See, sample.txt is not there, and in this list, new.txt has come. So obviously it means that sample.txt has been renamed into new.txt. Now let's go to the next one. We have to remove the directory dir1. So earlier we have created two directories in the very beginning, dir1 and dir2. So they're asking us to remove this dir1. So it's quite simple to remove directories. It's just for make directory we have used mkdir. For removing directory we are going to use mrdir and this directory name dir1. So let's see if it is still present or not. See, dir1 has been deleted. It is not there anymore. Now let's go to the next one. It is to display last three lines of the file test.1txt. So first let's create a file. To create a file and to add data into it, we have a command called cat, and we have to type the file name test1.txt. And from now on it doesn't have any other extensions or any other data it is displaying. So this is an empty slot here which is appearing for us so that we can enter data into it. Let's give some lines. Hello, how are you? What are you doing? Where are you? See you soon. So I have given 5 lines of data here. So if I have to save this data into this particular file, I have to press Ctrl D. So that, see, after pressing Ctrl D, it immediately gave me another line of data. So from now on, we have to give we can give any other commands. It is not going to take any more data if we even enter it into it. These particular 5 lines of data will be inside this test.txt. So the question here is, we have to display last 3 lines of this file. So to display last 3 lines of this file, we have already created this one. So we have data inside it. So I just have to say tail -3 test1.txt. See, the last 3 lines have been printed. The first 2 lines are hello and how are you. Since we are only asking for last three lines, it has not given these first two and only printed the last 3 lines. Now let's go into the next one. It is to display all the commands you have executed so far and save the list into a file named todayshistory.txt. So to see all the commands that we have used till now, we just have a command called history. And if I give this, see here, all the commands which I have executed till now, it has given me all the data or all the commands that I have used inside this history. So they are asking us to save this history into a new file called todays.history. So for this, I have a command called cp.bash history todays/. history.txt. Now if I say cat today's history.txt, so it is showing there is no such file. Sorry, it's today's is not included in this history.txt. So if I have to access it, it's a cat. Let's see if this is working or not. So it is still not showing it. So let's see that it's cp.bash history today's. Okay, we are going to we're just going to create this history, see this history, and then we are going to add it into a history.txt. So txt files cannot be stored in a cat file. So cat cannot is we haven't created any cat documents. So if we are going to access it using the cat command again, it is not going to show that history.txt has been created inside cat command. So because of that, we are not getting any files into display. So let's go on to the next one. The last one is to see how many files are present under our home directory. So for that, it's a simple command. It is ls -1 wc -l. So there are 13 uh, 13 files which are present in our directory present. So these are some of the operations that we can that we have seen just now, and for these operations I have explained all these commands which will be frequently used mostly in this kind of shell programming or shell script. So I hope you understood these commands well. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.